Hey, what's up, people? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Atlanta Falcons Nation morning show. Red Clay Sports. I'm hoping y'all getting used to us coming on at this hour. We get up early enough for you guys because I could be asleep because we had a heck of a show last night. But we're going to rise up with our coffee. It's a little bit different. Ms Maggie is drinking coffee in the mornings. And we're going to go ahead and get this show rolling. I appreciate y'all. AJ, hold your head up, sir. Hold your head up. But with that, without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce who we have on our panel right about now. We're going to start it off from the bottom here. We got Mr. Rich, Mr. Brooklyn, and we call him the Brooklyn Bird. I got to get y'all some names over here.
Looking.
Brooklyn.
Rich Dollars. Thanks for having me, y'all.
What's up? And then right up top, also Brooklyn, Mr. Magnus. How you doing? He got the papers every week. What's going on, Magnus?
I'm the public defender. But I would like to say that I actually am from Queens, the king from Queens. Okay, I'm a little borough off from you, Rich. That's all right.
All right, Queens, Brook. Yeah, that's right. Let's get it right. All right. And we got Mr. Twisted Torch TV, Mr. Jumpman. What's up? What's going on?
What's good, guys? Another Saturday morning getting prepared for Saints Week, however you want to call it. Shouts out to all the real fans. Subscribe to the channel, Twisted Torch TV. Subscribe to all the channels we got on the page. It's livid. We here.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And check the description. His Twitter is on the description right about now. Go ahead and click on that and subscribe. It will always be there. Share the stream. Let everybody know that Twisted Torch, Magnus, and Rich are live, you guys. Go ahead and share it. We're here. Well, let's go ahead and jump in, you guys. I want to go ahead and get into this injury report before you guys get into the meat and potatoes of this show. The reason why we're here, because we got a game tomorrow that we must win. But it looks like Julio Jones, Todd Gurley, and looks like and Kevin Ridley are all limited, but they did practice Friday, so of course it's game time decision, but you already know they're going to be playing. So the only person that is out is Carpenter, but you kind of know he was moved out on a he was kind of pulled off on the field and it looked pretty bad for him, so he's going to be out. So really, honestly, other than people being limited, I think we're going to be pretty all right. We're going to have even Cool. They said he had a little injury with his knee, just a little bit. He tweaked it just a little bit, but I think he's going to be just fine. So that's all I got to say on the injury report. It's not much to be concerned with. We just got to get it, people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Shout out to my boy Cool. That's all right. You have a knee injury when you're kicking from distance all the time. That's all right. Resign.
That's all right.
Hope that man in the Pro Bowl.
Yes, please vote for him for the Pro Bowl. And then also a video. We actually what somebody said last night that the Falcons have been getting a lot of media coverage lately. Have you guys noticed that?
Oh God. Here we go.
It's only because of the Saints. They show us on the media when they want us to fall and fail. That's the only time they show us on media.
Well, they need to keep it up because we looking good over here, because it's always, that's why I don't even watch ESPN. It just be, we get like a little quick segment. Okay, the Falcons. All right. And then everybody else, it's like, can we get a couple of videos and crying stuff? And, can we get some highlights? Because the Hayden Hurts thing was simply amazing.
Shout out to Triple H, man.
Yes, what a lot of people going through.
I didn't think about that.
I didn't even think about that.
Thank you. I'm gonna use that.
But what's been going on with people, with this pandemic, what we were just kind of talking about before the show started, is like there's a lot of people going through some things right now. So reach out to your neighbor, reach out to a friend, check on them. I don't care if you haven't talked in months. Think about them today and check on somebody, please. That's what we need to do. Yeah. That's what we need to do. But I ain't finna hold y'all time up. Let's get into this show. And good morning, people. Thank you for tuning. What's up, K-Styles?
K-Styles, what he do?
So what y'all want to start with? All right, Jumpman. Jumpman is the guy that sets the tone. Lead off hitter. Let's go, brother.
Would the Saints be overconfident and overlook us because of the result of our last matchup? Well, we already know who the coach is, and Sean Payton lives off beating us, so they're not going to be too overconfident. Sean Payton loves playing us. He loves trying to beat us at home. So they're gonna come with all of it. Taysom Hill scored 2 touchdowns on us last year, so I'm expecting him to see Keanu O'Neal, a heavy dose of Deion Jones, a heavy dose of Grady Jarrett in his face early. I expect us to send a lot of blitzes his way because last week versus the Broncos, 56 yards, my brother. That is unacceptable for a QB. I'm sorry. If you're gonna do that, you might as well not even be the QB. You must be the running back. That's unacceptable. We gotta force him to throw the ball in the beginning of the game to see if we can get some turnovers from that guy. What y'all looking at?
Yes. All right. So first and foremost, I actually would, because I did my Pro Bowl voting this morning. All right. And I didn't even know. And this goes back to what I was saying last week, that Deion Jones is actually listed as an outside linebacker. Just saying. And I was talking about having him coming off the edge with some heat and whatnot. And Foye Oluokun is actually listed as a bye-bye. And I actually see that actually happening this week too. Look at that. Some
He's the Saints killer. He's the Saints killer.
Yeah. But the only thing I'm saying is that I don't think that will be overlooked in terms of the Saints because they get up for playing the Falcons. But I do sense a little bit of overconfidence because of the way that they kind of manhandled us and the way how Cameron Jordan, actually we'll talk about that in a later segment. Cam Jordan and Demario Davis basically ran roughshod over our offensive line. And I believe that they probably will. I mean, the thing is, like, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different response, right? The only thing is that they don't get more crazy and more insane than Sean Payton. I believe that he's going to do the same exact thing that he did to us the first time until we actually find some sort of remedy for it. So I actually believe that, yeah, they will send more heat. Cam Jordan will try to do what he does. And also is the fact that they don't even move Cam Jordan. So why not try to do something? Cam Jordan's the left end that's going to line up over your right tackle all game.
Every time.
He don't move. He don't kick inside or nothing like that. So they're going to have to try to at least – Cam is going to do what he does. He anchors that line. He's going to do what he does. But you're going to have to keep like a tight end or something like that to chip or what have you. I don't know. What do you think, Rich?
So what I don't think the Saints will overlook us. Honestly, they can't really, based off our last performance last week and what we did. We really was brought back to life. We somewhat revived a little bit and had a little lifestyle team, showed some sort of an identity. Any good team can't really overlook nobody. It's any given Sunday. It's football at the end of the day. You never know what could happen.
That's a fact.
And just being that right now, we're looking like the underdog. So it's like pretty much, the underdog is always coming out on top with some heat. You can't underestimate us. Just being that it's a rivalry game, and we know we got to get this W. It's a guarantee. We have to get this W, and everybody knows that. So there's no ifs, ands, questions about it. We got to get the W. So.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, Mr. Magus. We can't have him blocking. We gotta use him to his strengths, bro. We gotta put him out, line him out. Oh, you talking about Luke Stalker? Luke Stalker?
Yeah, Stalker. Definitely Stalker.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, Stalker missed a lot of blocks though. When we do them play action calls versus the Panthers, he missed the block. Versus Seattle, he missed the block. So every time he usually comes in on that first down or second down, he ends up doing an error, and we either get a fumble or we lose 6 or 7 yards. So honestly, we gotta use this guy right here. There go that man. We gotta use him the whole game. Do not let him go to the sideline. Make sure we use him as a mismatch, straight up.
I mean, is it me or the fact that I see a lot of there is no kind of motion or not a lot of motion like in our offense? I'm seeing how a lot of things like this, like a lot of offensive coordinators like imaginative and they use a lot of misdirections, like want to start one way and come back around and stuff like that. But what I see is that we come up to the line and maybe Julio goes in motion or he'll motion up close to maybe like the tackle or the tight end. And maybe that's about it. Why not just kick out Hayden Hurst, because Hayden Hurst is just a converted wide receiver. That's all he is. And put him out on the outside, more than likely he's going to be a corner, which he's bigger than, or he's going to be a linebacker, which he's faster than. So why not just put him out there just to see what you got? Spread out the zone. You know, because I guess like from what I'm hearing, Jackrabbit's not playing. So somebody's going to eat on this offense. Somebody's going to eat. Because more than likely they're probably going to double Julio Jones. So it's going to have to be Ridley or it's going to have to be Hurst. And you know Dirk Cutter takes both of those guys out a lot.
Hey, I appreciate you, Buck. You already know what it is, bro. You know we can match up with them. We can match up with anybody, in all honesty. But my boy DC, he already know this the play I was talking about with the Panthers. We really use him to block a DN who has a chance to go to the Pro Bowl this year. Burns from the Panthers.
Yeah,
oh my
Brian
God,
Burns.
that was the worst I ever seen by a tight end block. I don't know if maybe he didn't know the play because it looked like that was his man and he literally ran right past the dude. But let's get to that next one. You brought up Cameron Jordan, so will Demario Davis and Cameron Jordan repeat their dominant performance versus our offensive line? Jesus Christ. I'll let you go with that, Mr. Manning.
Go ahead. No, Rich. Take it.
Well, I'm saying, like, at least for one of them, we got to slow down one of them at least. You know, there's no way being that we're going to see who's going to be replacing Carpenter, but just being that Demario Davis, he's going to be blitzing those A gaps, you know, trying to attack those left guards and stuff and those gaps with the blitzing and gonna try to confuse whoever that is going to be our left guard. So that person just gotta step up. Cameron Jordan, for what I've seen from the interview with Caleb McGarry seems excited for the matchup. You know, he has experience playing against this guy. So some moments it didn't work out his favor. Sometimes it actually did. He had good games. So let's see what Caleb McGarry do with Cam Jordan. So it's going to be a battle fight for all 4 quarters. So let's see.
This time we cannot have them do only bull rush on us, bro. They literally, all 4 defensive linemen did bull rush the whole game.
Yeah.
McGrary's a big tackle. Yo. Jake Matthews is a big tackle. Y'all do a better job as OT.
Jumpman, they went to the Tack McKinley School of Pass Rushing. All they did was just bench press all game.
That's the whole. I'm like, dang, bro. I know McGrady at least bench 400. McGrady bench at least 400, dog. That's unacceptable. We can't have that. And then also Chris Lindstrom, like as far as the offensive line, we gotta help towards Cameron Jordan. If we block Cameron Jordan, Matt Ryan will have at least 2 more seconds because the guy on the other side, I don't know who they think he is. They must think he's Ryan Kerrigan from the Washington football team because he's not. Just because you have 91, just because you wear 91 does not mean you a killer. I don't want to hear that. Block him with one person and double team Cameron Jordan. As far as Demario Davis, we have to put him in coverage. We have to make him guard somebody. Don't just let him sit by the line and then wait for Matt Ryan to step up and get an easy sack. Don't let them win easily. Like, come on. First and second down, we have to do a better job of staying ahead of the sticks. Do not let it be 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 10 because, come on, man, our receivers, they got hamstrings, you know. We can't be having them, you know, jog into their routes and then we don't get a chance to, you know, get the first down. Because sometimes it takes longer. If you get double coverage, it takes longer for you to get open. And we all know that. So how you feel, Mr. Magnus?
It's time, man. It's time. It's time for the public defender. See, this is the thing. I didn't write anything about this game because it's going to be the same shit this game too. This is what I took from the last game, all right? Matt Ryan was sacked 4 times in the first half. 4 times. All by basically Cameron Jordan. Got bench pressed 4 times, all right? When you do that, and I don't think personally that anybody needs to know this is football 101. You hit the quarterback enough times, he's going to start seeing ghosts. And Matt Ryan started to see ghosts, right? Also, when the type of offense that we was running the last time, I seen like wide receivers running within like 5 yards of each other. There was nobody really stretching the field. There was nobody challenging the safeties. There was nobody doing no out routes, no double moves. What happened is the fact that these corners on the offense of the New Orleans Saints were sitting on routes. It might have been like a hitch route, it might have been an out route, but they knew exactly what was coming. All I know is this. Demario Davis is the middle linebacker. He ain't moving nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. It's right there. He's right there. Number 56. Get him to the line and ID him where he's at. Also, get him to think, because the New Orleans Saints defense, all they were doing was basically coming downhill. They weren't thinking at all. There was nothing to think about. We didn't have a decent running game, so that means the play action was affected. Hayden Hurst was basically not even in the game. Calvin Ridley, when he doesn't get enough targets, it seems like he kind of checks out. So what happens is that we have to keep these guys involved. We have to be patient, but then that goes back to the same thing that we have been preaching for the past couple of weeks. That's that Dirk Cutter curse.
Who you just brought up?
Dirk. Captain Dirk.
Let me show you something. when Dirk Cutter looks for a creative play, he goes to a receiver screen. That's his reliable play. Oh my God.
Did you guys see something last week? Did y'all see a little bit of burst out of Ito Smith?
Yeah, but he always has games like that. You just have to give him more reps and opportunities, because he kills when he's in the game. He's gonna kill just versus the Saints. He's gonna kill them. Demario Davis can't guard shifty running backs like that.
Yeah.
So you have to give him an opportunity to make plays. As simple as that.
Yeah. I mean, where's Quadri? Where's Quad Squad at, man?
I think he was sick last week. That's why he didn't play.
Well, I'm sick this week, okay? We had to get this. I'm sick. I'm tired, man.
We need all hands on deck, man.
What do you think, Rich?
Man, we just need all hands on deck, man.
Yeah.
So for the most part, but I did like what Ito did. Seemed real explosive at times, so it might limit Brian Hill a few of his touches. So at the end of the day, it's a competition within your group position. So at the end of the day, everybody gotta make their money. They got families to feed. So it's gonna better everybody though. So
all right, let's get into the next one then. Yeah. How can AJ take the next step over the last 5 games? I'm gonna be 100 with you guys. For AJ to become a dominant corner, he has to travel. That's the key. That's why we love Patrick Peterson. That's why we love Sherman. They travel and they get up for these type of plays. I don't know if it's coaching, because Terrell looks like he's ready to guard anybody. But last game versus Michael Thomas, we did not use him on Michael Thomas enough. Only time we saw, yeah, and he's physical. He's physical enough to guard Michael Thomas.
Yes.
He's going to get up in his face. He's going to have his mouthpiece out. He's going to be talking. He's from Clemson. He's used to being a winner. Give him a chance. We cannot have Michael Thomas going against Denard, and Denard is only 5'9" versus a 6'2" receiver. That is not – I don't know what's going on with the defensive coordinator, but do not let that happen again, Jeff. Please use your players to the best of their ability. A.J. Terrell has shown you he has the chance to travel, so give him that chance for the whole game.
I don't know if they want to – if they're scared of getting his confidence, hurting his confidence. But as a corner, you gotta have basically a 1-play memory slot. That's it, man. Definitely. You gotta have like 1 gig in your memory banks, and that's it. And that's the previous play. Okay, the dude caught something. All right, fine. We're on to the next play. He actually did very well against Henry Ruggs last week, and Ruggs is a burner. I was actually thinking that Ruggs was going to kill us. And he was almost running stride for stride with Russ. He almost got a pick, off of Russ, because David Carr kind of threw it deep. I think it might have been on a post route. Yeah. And Terrell was right there with him.
He was right there.
So, what are you going to think? Exactly. But what are you going to think what slant 13 is going to do? Slant or out 13?
The same shit. In routes, cuts, the same thing.
He's not going to the post. He ain't going to the post. So you can sit there and sit, because all he's going to do is run 3 routes, a slant, a out, or a hitch. That's all. No double moves or nothing like that. They got to use his physicality to kind of move receivers and maybe get off on a slant or something like that, and use his body to catch the ball.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Want to take that next step? What's up, brother?
No, I wasn't gonna lie. I had to shout out Mad Mike. He did a breakdown on AJ Terrell on the channel. I want to say 2 days ago, and it shows we need a free safety bad. Neeson, I don't know what you were looking at on that post route, bro, but that's your area. You know what Ruggs on that post route you talking about AJ Terrell?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if Neeson is there, David Carr would have had to throw it shorter or underthrew it. And that would have gave AJ Terrell a better chance of picking off the ball. You see what I'm saying? Like, because AJ Terrell, his job is to force the guy inside to his help.
Yeah.
Neeson is his help. He did exactly what he was supposed to do, and Neeson guessed and went to the first route he saw. And Isaiah Oliver, no, it wasn't Isaiah Oliver. I think it was Denard. They had great coverage on that route, and then he turned around and went back to the other route. You got to see the field.
Are we asking Neeson to be good? That what we do?
I mean, he's fast. He's faster than Ricardo, though. That's why they gave him a chance. If he out there, he better know his keys. You can't be playing with free safety.
I mean, Neeson, Ricardo Allen. I don't know. It doesn't matter. For some reason, those guys are suckers for post route 6. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I mean, you're right. We do need a free. We do need a free safety. We really do. I mean, like it's bad. Now, but this thing is like this is kind of like off topic, but it's like kind of like within the topic. Do you take a flyer on a veteran minimum because we're not going to have a lot a lot of money to spend? Do you take a shot on Earl Thomas next year?
We should have took a shot on him this year. After Dallas didn't take him, after the Texans didn't take him, I don't care nothing about how he feels. You know, he states his opinion. That's what leaders do. They state their opinion. Sometimes you need that moxie in the locker room to let people step up better. And I mean, he came from the Ravens. He came from Seattle. They've all been talkers like that. You know, that might be what we need.
Right.
I mean, we're our best. Like when our defense is talking, that's when we at our best. I noticed that when you go back into the files and whatnot, when we had like that guy that brought that swagger, to the team and whatnot, that's when we start playing our best. I mean, this is Atlanta. That's a culture. I mean, we're all about swag and whatnot. So why not have a defense that reflects what we are?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's part of the reason why we brought in Dante Fowler. You know, once Dante Fowler came in and we seen the plays that he made on 4th down twice. You know, where it's like he's bringing in that energy, he's bringing in that dog, that certain mentality. You know what I'm saying? So which is a good sign. But to really answer the question, just to add on to what Jumpman was saying, seeing AJ Terrell moving around would be dope. You know, Jalen Ramsey does it. You know, why not? Best corner on your best receiver. At the end of the day, the NFL is all about matchups. You know, so
preach, brother.
You know, you gotta win your matchup. You know, so what I want to see from AJ Terrell more, just continue doing what you're doing, bro. Continue with the consistency that you are providing, and it's great. And over time, this dude, he's a future Pro Bowler, man. I gotta say that. I gotta let the Falcons fans know.
That's a figgity.
He's a future Pro Bowler, bro.
That's in the chat. Like and subscribe to the channel. We need these likes going up, fellas. Just like it up. In
fact, throw some love.
Yeah, we got 40. I see 47 eyeballs in here. 47 eyeballs. We need 47 likes and a couple of hearts too. You know.
I don't know if you guys seen it or any of the Falcons fans seen it. They had a little interview with AJ Terrell just describing his first interception and all that stuff. Like body language, eyes, like all that stuff. Like it means a lot. Like, and you see it. You can read all of that. You know, and he just got one in the books, y'all. He just got one interception in the books, yeah. Yo, be excited for AJ.
5 more games too. He got a chance. 5 more games. He can do something else. But our next question is: do we have a possession receiver rising out in the ranks? Well, I'm gonna tell you who I think mine is. I don't know how y'all feel about this. Let me get to it. Give me a quick second. I think we got a Mohamed Sanu in the ranks. I like Christian Blake. If you look at it, on 3rd downs, he comes in the game a lot. I can see him because he's a big body receiver, and he has a chance to get open. We just don't use him enough because we got so much depth at receiver. But if you notice, on that it was like a 3rd and 12 or something like that. Matt Ryan had rolled out of the pocket, and Christian Blake had slid with him and made himself a big target like Muhammad Sanu used to do all the time. Good catch. He was first down. And since we don't have Zacchaeus no more, I think he's gonna get more reps, and I can see him being an X factor down the line. How y'all feel about that? Not just my opinion. You can name one of your own, but my personal opinion is Christian Blake.
I actually kind of agree with you because I think Oz is our burner. Oz comes in, and he'll be our burner and whatnot. And Powell's our kick returner. Gage can't keep his behind on the ground because he likes to jump over people. So I don't look at that. But when it comes to just he's consistent, and the thing is like he sees Matt Ryan and he's like he moves with him. There's a lot of receivers that don't do that or they don't understand the concept of doing that. But that's backyard football right there. You run to the right, you put around the right with your receiver. Also, is the fact that he's learning from a GOAT right now. So he's in there and he's learning day by day, minute by minute from Julio Jones. So Julio's probably like, imparting some of that knowledge on him. Oh yeah, somebody's getting mossed tomorrow. That might be Lattimore tomorrow. Somebody's going to get mossed. But I believe that Christian Blake is, and he's good coming in there for like kind of like a Julian Edelman, Scotty Miller, or something like that. Somebody that's to come in there and just move the chains. And he's getting confident, week by week. Yeah. So I think he might have solidified himself as our probably consistent number 3. So maybe we start letting him move on from other couple of guys and just have him as a solidified number 3, and just have him just move around and stuff. I'm really looking for a lot of motion. That's what I want. I want more motion in my offense. So have Christian Blake maybe start doing more slants or double. I want more slants and double moves. That's what I want. Christian Blake can actually do that because you have already the GOAT and you got the baby GOAT on the bookends on the outside, your X and your Z, right? So you got to have somebody in there in the middle and just to eat. And you have Hayden Hurst, so that's going to put Christian Blake on basically one-on-one coverage, probably with their worst corner. So Christian's going to eat. Let the man eat. What you got, Rich?
I would say it's 50-50 is split with me, just with Russell Gage and Christian Blake. Literally, there's times Russell Gage did show some moments where he had some tough catches, some big catches on third down, similar to what we've seen from Sanu a few years back. So pretty much keeping that going. Just to add on what you guys are saying, you guys pretty much said it. I would love to see those double moves from Christian Blake or slants or just even those targets. That's really what it is. Just at least just going to them, just so the defense as well. Oh shit, they got this dude too. Oh, they got this tight end. And just that when you mentioned earlier about Hayden Hurst, I would love to see Hayden. I think one play I did see Hayden Hurst out on a single side by himself with a matchup, and I don't think we took that shot, but I would love to see that. Hayden Hurst guaranteed needs more targets, and he's not getting the ball enough. We in week 13, he don't got enough stats. Let's get it. I got this dude on my fantasy, man. He's supposed to be he didn't have a 20-point game yet. Let's get it.
Don't talk to me about fantasy, bro. Don't talk to me about fantasy because he's on my fantasy league too. So, Anyway.
Yeah. Hey, appreciate a Saints fan in there. He talking about the Saints and stuff. Good luck to you tomorrow, my man. But I do not expect y'all to come here and win. So, but my homie Christian in the chat, he said, "What you gonna do about running back? Todd Gurley is not that guy anymore. Are you consistent of for next year? Or you talking about for the rest of the year because he's gonna play the rest of the year? So let me know what you feel like in the chat. And we'll answer.
He might be. That's a good question. He might be talking about moving forward,
Okay.
Yeah, I think because we might be moving on from Gurley because by salary cap standards, we're going to be, and I've been saying this for a couple of weeks now, we're going to be more than likely $11 million over the cap. It's going to take a little bit of restructure, probably from Grady, Debo, Julio, and Matt, just to get us maybe where we have some sort of flexibility. But TG, he's not coming back on maybe the veteran minimum. This was more of a prove it deal. To see if you can stay healthy and, do you still have a little bit of, gas in the tank and whatnot. But, they do have some capable running backs, in the draft. I don't know if you want to waste a first or a high second because we do have some spots on second. You said second?
Yeah, I'll take a second round or third rounder, but backs don't get drafted first round like that no more, unless you just that dude.
So, and I don't know about Brian Hill. I mean, I don't think Brian's a starter. I don't think Ito's a starter. I mean, I've been kind of like waiting for when Quad was going to get his shot.
Yeah,
You know, I've been waiting for it because I mean he could be like something that's under the radar. You know, I haven't seen him fumble. I see that he's like a decent goal line back. You know, and the boy got some power. He got some speed and he got some power. I just don't know if with the way coaching security is, like, do you want to wait maybe like 1 or 2 years while this guy develops? Because they're not developing him now. They don't have him on special teams. They don't have him on the practice. I mean, only have him on the practice squad. Is that correct?
Yeah, man, he doesn't play like that. He played like 2 games this year so far.
Yeah, so I don't know about him. I mean, he might be on the practice squad again next year, and they might have an open competition for running back if they don't take anything and maybe like until the second or third round. So TG's not going to be here next year. Sorry, guys. Yeah,
but hey, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I can see us drafting the back. Honestly, I wanted to get Melvin Gordon last year. I thought he could have been a good pickup for our offense because he can catch the ball at the backfield, and our running game just hasn't been there since Michael Turner. Like consistently. Yeah. 2016, okay, it was dope. We had a 2-back monster, but consistently like Michael Turner, that ground and pound like that, we haven't had that since the burner. We're gonna have to draft somebody, bro. Like second and third round to get that.
Here's the thing. Here's something to think about. Would you trade second for maybe like a proven running back, maybe like a Kareem Hunt?
Hell yeah! I wouldn't even think twice about it.
Speaking of you talking about Melvin Gordon, he was one guy that was definitely available. Like, you know, we could have picked that up once his situation got cleared. You know, but
you know how Arthur Blank rolled though, bro. Arthur Blank don't. You know how Arthur Blank rolled, bro. He don't really pick up troublemakers like that, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You gotta represent the organization and stuff the right way.
I think that's why we stayed from Kareem.
I love Etienne coming out of draft. I just gotta put that out there, man.
Kareem, you say you love who?
Etienne, bro.
Oh yeah. You think he gonna be there in the second round though?
Probably not.
Yeah, we can't. We got to get a safety, bro. I can't see us going on running back. People been saying that in the draft comments, but I'm like, dude, we're not gonna pick a running back over a defensive end or a safety or a corner. We just not gonna do that. I'm sorry, but the next question is, how can we get Hayden Hurst involved against the Saints defense? You want to start that off, my boy, Rich?
I'll take this one. We pretty much said it in a sense already, guys. I was here, but we'll still repeat that. Hayden Hurst need to attack the middle. Simple. Like we mentioned, Demario Davis. Who they got? Levante David, right?
Who you talking about?
Who? Huh?
Who you talking about? Devontae.
The other linebacker they got. They just signed.
He's a. Oh, you talking about Alexander?
Quan Alexander.
So, you know, LSU. Those matchups is huge, very huge and crucial. So the way how we can use Hayden Hurst, mainly in the red zone. In the red zone, he got to get those targets, man. Like, it's just simple down the middle. That was the game plan. He's got to eat. You know, if we lining him up in different segments, and then we could work. We could work. I like to see so last week they ran a screen game with him, I believe. And he almost broke that one. We could run that play again, but it's specific timing for when the Saints are not recognizing that. So, you know, let's get this guy the ball, man. Just put out a nice interview out, you know, expressing the way how he feels. Shout out to him. You know, let's reward the man at least.
Yeah, we need to get him involved, bro. Like the way it's looking like they can't throw to him enough. Or is he hurt? Because he looks like he plays every game to me, and he still looks fast. But on those screen calls they run, it's like he don't be having the vision because somebody's always on the ground able to trip him up. Like 2 times, I'm like, yo, Hayden, you too fast for that. Stop waiting on these blocks.
Nah, he was tight after that
play. That's not. Don't get me wrong. Now, I mean, Hayden Hurst ain't no ballroom dancer. I mean, he ain't got good feet. You know, he can run. I mean, he runs straight, but he ain't no ballroom dancer. This ain't Dancing with the Stars with this dude. He ain't going to jump out nobody's tackle. But what I feel is they use. I mean, for some reason they use Hayden Hurst very close to the line of scrimmage, and I know he's supposed to be like a safety blanket for Matt Ryan, and Matt Ryan's always done well when he has a tight end as a safety blanket. But this is the first time since Tony G that Matt Ryan has had an athlete at tight end. And what you got to do is that when you have a guy that can run as fast as a wide receiver and is about as strong, as a linebacker, is that you have to use him in the way that he should be used. I mean, I can imagine a lot of offensive coordinators right now salivating at what they can do with a guy like that. I mean, you see Travis Kelce, you see, Zach Ertz is having an off year, but you could see Zach Ertz, you could see a George Kittle. When guys can imagine, when you have like athletes all over the field, you have mismatches all over the field. And I can't understand why Dirk doesn't understand that. And you keep putting him like close to the tackle and learn him on drag routes or out routes and stuff like that. They use him as more of like an outlet in case somebody blitzes, as opposed to just having him out there and making the defense account for him. Because if I know that this guy is only going to stay near the line of scrimmage, if I can blitz, all you need is about 3 seconds to get to the quarterback, even less than that, if I send enough. So, granted, if I would use him more on like post routes, I would use him more on like I would really want him to attack. I call him the groper. Malcolm Jenkins. He holds on pretty much like every play. I would want to use. I want basically I want Hayden Hurst matched up against Malcolm Jenkins because of the fact that this guy holds on every play, and I want the referees to see this stuff. And I want him to start throwing the flag because I don't think that he can run with him. That's why he's always, you see him, that's why I call him the groper. He's always rubbing up on somebody and holding somebody.
Definitely. The thing with Hayden Hurst is, man, they don't use him how they're supposed to use him. Like if we just being honest, Hayden Hurst can be spread it out. He can be in the slot. He can be outside where you have 3 receivers on one side and him single by himself. Then on that chance, you will see Malcolm Jenkins either come down or they're going to put Demario Davis out. If they put Demario Davis out, run the ball up the middle. Simple as that. Because that's their linebacker that makes all their tackles. So when you're scheming against the Saints, your scheme is to either attack Malcolm Jenkins or force Demario Davis not to be in the middle of the field. Because if you see, when we got Julio, they're going to have 3 niggas on. I put up a picture. They literally bracket coverage this joker. Look at this, man. It's 3 people on him. Like, what is that? Look at that. And then we wonder why his ankles and stuff be hurting. Look at how 43 that is a strong safety doing that, bro. Look at that. We got to attack that, man. And especially if Julio is going to play, those post routes, those fly routes, those will get Hayden Hurst open easy. 5-10 yards, easy every time. And that's how we got to do it. Like we can't have those games to where they can sit back and just bracket coverage or play 7 yards off and we don't got nothing for that.
You got to make adjustments.
And that's all we need, man. We need Dirk Cutter to put his big boy pants on and actually game plan. You've seen what they did the week before. We just played them 14 days ago. So I do not expect to see him run the ball first down, run the ball second down, and try to do a pass on 3rd and 9. I cannot see that. I need to see some schemes. Throw that screen play earlier. Throw that PA boot action tight end real route. Let's see if they bite on that.
Because are we asking Dirk Cutter to make adjustments?
I'm hoping he tries. I mean, like this is important. This is important.
We're asking the man that doesn't make any adjustments to make adjustments. I know I sound like a bucket of cold water right now, but we know. And our fans that's in the chat right now, we know. We know they're not going to make adjustments. The only one who's like making adjustments right now is our defense. And our defense has been carrying us, for the past couple of games and whatnot. So the only one that's really making adjustments is Brick and Raheem. The only one that's not, making adjustments is Dirk, because he still has this deluded notion that, hey, I got Julio, I got Calvin, I got Blake, he had us, and I got Hayden. It's like, oh, and I got TG in the back. Oh yeah, I don't have to motion anything. I don't have to do anything. It's like, just line up across from the field and just beat your man. Go ahead.
Yeah, when you line up like that, you can do that. That's pretty much what the Titans do. The Titans, they just line up and go. Sometimes they're a little creative with a little something, but line up, who's more physical, pound, get the first down. Sometimes they don't always work out that way.
And therein lies the problem, because the culture with the Tennessee Titans is toughness. Line up across the, from the field from you guys, and I'm going to pound you out with a 250-pound bat. You're going to get this work. That's their mentality. That ain't here in ATL. That's not here.
We ain't got that.
Like, there's nothing wrong with being, creative to get people open. There's nothing wrong with that. But here's our next one, bro. Raheem Morris done enough with the team to qualify as a quality candidate? I see Jumpman smiling. Go ahead, bro.
Listen. I like his 4 wins. It should be 5-1 under him, but he has to be a team like the Saints. So after this week, I can decide whether he deserves to be the interim. Like, everybody's already rooting for him. I'm like, that's cool. I like the black coach thing in Atlanta, a majority black area. But listen, he has to beat big-time teams first. I got to see him versus primetime games, versus the Bucks, versus the Chiefs. That's when we can tell if he's an actual coach that can outdo a perimeter coach. Like Sean Payton, we already know he's like he's going to the Hall of Fame for coaching. We're expecting Andy Reid to go to the Hall of Fame for coaching. If he beats one of them coaches, out-schemes them, outsmarts them, then I can say, oh, he deserves the job. That's just me right now.
So let's see. The question is like, has he done enough to qualify him? And I think we differ from this like week to week, because I was ready to see him. Like every time that we score, you hear that railroad, like that steaming, like I was ready to send his ass out on a railroad on the first thing smoking out of Atlanta, because I was done after that point. But the question is like, has he done enough to at least like qualify to be talked to? They do have to do the Rooney Rule anyway, so you gotta sit there and talk to the man anyway. But this is, and just like what TB3 says, this is a prove game, but also over the next 5 games, you gotta see. But if they do happen to give him a shot, Dirk Cutter cannot be back on this staff. Like, he has to rework this. This is Dan Quinn's staff. This is not Raheem Morris's staff. Let's just go all the way 100 with it. This is Dan Quinn's staff. So the only person I believe that probably will stay over the course of, moving forward, probably will be Brick, because Brick has shown, and he has his thumbprint on them linebackers. And between Foye and Michael Walker and Debo, they have been playing their ass off, and that has been the strength of this defense. So shout out to Brick for doing that.
Yes, sir.
And it seemed like Raheem Morris, when he first came in, he was like a secondary. He was the secondaries coach. So shout out for him having his thumbprint on AJ Terrell and Isaiah Oliver. Like, they have been playing, they've been playing well. But what they're probably going to do. I truly believe that they may go offense this time. We've been touting that, fix the defense, and you've shown that if you have anybody with like half a brain, the defense, the ability is there, the talent is there. All you need is a defense coordinator with half a brain to be imaginative and send guys to be aggressive. So I think that they might try to salvage Matt Ryan's career and try to go, offensive coordinator. Because again, I don't want to go off again like I did last week, but we ain't taking a quarterback in the first round, guys. Let's just stop that. I'm gonna attack that in Q&A, but we're not taking a quarterback in the first round. It ain't Trevor. It ain't Fields. They're not coming. First of all, I don't want a quarterback from Ohio State anywhere near Atlanta. unless it's in a national championship. I don't want no Ohio State quarterbacks nowhere near Atlanta. Y'all know
bro, you gotta chill,
you
bro.
know that. Come on, man. Big Ten.
Nah, but
How you feel, Rich?
So with Morris, man, like we're gonna see this game pretty much. Like, it's he 4-2. Obviously should be 5-1. Like, I'm still not even over really that Lions game, believe it or not. Like, I got 2 holes in my wall right now as we speak. after that damn. That's one reason why I feel like, Rip, he shouldn't necessarily be a candidate just off of that. But I do got to give him credit, just being, he did have a shift in mentality that he showed for the team. Like, I actually do see that. Like, I feel like those guys are playing for him. And just to jump on what you said, Magnus, like, Brick, he's been doing an amazing job since he got here. Like, and believe it or not, guys, Falcons fans and everybody, we still gonna keep some guys on this coaching staff for next year. Obviously, I don't want Dirk. We know we want Dirk out. That's guaranteed. Jeff Albrecht gotta stay. Some people on the offense gotta stay. But if we keep Raheem, though, it'll be tough, man. If he'll be a head coach, but we gotta bring in a heavy offensive-minded coordinator where they would make an impact on this Falcons team. So,
I mean, I feel like Raheem deserves a shot. Don't get me wrong, because his first time, he was a young guy, so he was learning. He's got a lot of experience as far as being a defensive coach and an offensive coach. So trust me, he deserves a chance. If he comes out this season and makes the playoffs, we already know he's gonna get a chance. They're already looking at him. Arthur Blank already says he likes him to be a coach down the line, but it depends on how he finishes. So, I mean, I think he deserves a question for
y'all after this. I got a question for y'all.
Okay. Well, let me tell them something. Hey, let's get these likes up, man. I see we got a lot of people in here right now. Let's get these likes up. Like the stream. We always here every Saturday giving y'all some hot takes. Subscribe to all the channels. Once again, Twisted Torch TV, Atlanta Falcons Nation, Mad Mike. Let's get these subscribers up, guys. But go ahead with the question, my man.
Yeah, so I want to ask you guys and the Falcons fans, everybody, if you were Raheem Morris and you was in his shoes, how would you arrange your coaching staff, pretty much? How would you align his coaching staff? Mind you, Raheem Morris is a guaranteed head coach right now. Just saying, just for the question, So Raheem Morris,
hypothetically, you talk about hypothetically.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Raheem Morris is your head coach. How are you gonna align the rest of your coaching staff?
Well, I'm keeping Brick to be the defensive coordinator, for sure, and I'm going to get an offensive coordinator. I mean, I feel like our offensive line coach has made some strides compared to last year to this year. Like, his only real hiccup is that Saints game. The offensive line has played good besides that Saints game. So my only thing is the offensive coordinator, and I think Raheem Morris can handle that. Like, he knows either we need a new generation coordinator coming from college ranks, or we need to bring somebody over from a team that is killing it. And we already know the Chiefs, their offensive coordinator is going to be a head coach. So, I mean, I don't know.
I want to jump in real quick, you guys. I just wanted to give a shout out to Lieutenant Dan in the chat. I appreciate you watching tonight. Y'all see him. I just had to get on and give a special shout out. Thank you, sir, for watching.
Thank you.
Y'all go ahead and subscribe and follow his channel as well. Awesome content over there.
Yeah, all right. Big fan, Dan. Big fan. So, I can actually follow that up to see that. What do you think benefits Matt Ryan more? Because we know that he's not a downfield quarterback. He has a decent arm. But you see what happens with in Tampa Bay. You see what's going on down in there, where a West Coast offensive quarterback goes with a guy that likes to fling downfield. It doesn't work. It does not work, and it's just all it is just to put butts in seats. I actually look like at Matt Ryan right now because our defense has been carrying the load lately. Do you believe that Matt Ryan now is kind of like the game manager, just come in there and just don't screw up? You know,
Nah.
like do you need him to be more like a West Coast? You need like a West Coast type of like system, because that will benefit Hayden Hurst, because the tight end is more of a dominant figure in a West Coast type of offense. So do you believe that? Because if that's the case, you would go and sign the quarterbacks coach from the 49ers and
he's good in that scheme though. Like, he's good at throwing to tight ends anyway. So the West Coast offense would be fit for Matt Ryan. So I think that's a valid point, Matt.
Yeah.
Like, straight up. That's what we need. And I mean, Matt Ryan, he reads film. He knows film. He knows his keys. He knows all that. So if you put him in a scheme that's going to benefit him, that's what coaching is all about. Making sure you put your players in position to make plays. That's all he needs.
Yeah.
Give him a more up-tempo offense as well.
Yeah, and he also benefits, of course. And this is, like I said, this is just going back to football 101. It's like take care of the ball, have a decent running game. And you said we haven't had a decent running game since the burner, right?
Yeah. Well, not including 2016, because I think that was good. I think that was good scheming, honestly.
See. And that's the key word for today, folks, is scheme. You don't have to have like a glitzy glamour coach. That's why, I'm kind of off of the Rex Ryan thing. Is like I don't believe like you have to have like a big splash, like as for a coach or anything like that. I just believe you just have to have guys that know X's and O's. That's all. Just get some guys that just knows like X and O's, and put guys, because we hear this thing ad nauseum every week. We need to put guys in the right position to win. We got in a position to win. Well, that's what you got to do. And Dirk hasn't been doing it. But we know that he's gone. But ideally, it's like, I believe we need to go back to like more of like a West Coast format,
I think that's dope, bro. Rich, you sitting there listening to us. What you think? You asked the question.
I'm just soaking everything in. Like, you guys have some amazing answers, man. Great job. But I pretty much, because I really would love to see Eric Bieniemy as our offensive coordinator. Sad to say, like, realistically, he'll be a head coach at another organization. But man, you guys said it. You guys scheme, man. It's all schemes. It's all schemes.
Well, let me ask you something, Rich. Let me ask you something though. Like, if you was Eric B, right? Now here's the jobs that might be yours. Just a little bit, You're Eric B, okay? And I'm interviewing you. Eric B, would you go to the New York Jets?
Hell no.
Oh, hold on, Eric B. Hold on. Eric B, the Jets just you got a chance at getting Trevor Lawrence.
I don't care.
You go to the Jets?
Nope.
Eric B just says he doesn't care. All right, here we go. You have the Houston Texans. Would you go to Houston Texans? Young quarterback, mobile. Kind of like a Mahomes-esque. Would you go to the?
I'm trying to really be Eric B right now, bro. Oh my god. That would be tough. But I wouldn't mind taking that, being that you have a young quarterback. You got damn, Will Fuller, he just did some dumb shit. But, a few of those guys. But fuck that. Come to Atlanta. You feel me? We got the guys you need. If I'm Eric Bieniemy, I'm coming to Atlanta. You got all the pieces you need. Besides being a mobile quarterback. Like, not saying nobody cares about being a mobile quarterback. What it is when it comes to being a mobile quarterback is as far as extending plays with your legs when it's needed. That's all it is. Matt Ryan takes care of the ball. He make the proper decisions that he need to make. That's all it is as a quarterback. Be a game manager. Take care of the ball.
Do you remember when we went to the Super Bowl? Matt Ryan was doing a lot of bootlegs and stuff like that. And I remember a lot of guys that was on commentary was like, man, Matt Ryan got some wheels. I didn't know that he could roll out. It doesn't take much to roll out. Matt Ryan could move a little bit. That's all you need to have a little bit of wiggle.
Certain times he extended plays with his legs a little bit, but at most cases, I've seen a stat where the most mobile quarterbacks, they got sacked the most.
Yeah, that really matters.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it's all scheme. Eric Bieniemy, if a head coach, you don't want to be a head coach, pull up to the A, man. and turn this offense up.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get these questions and answers. We got a New Orleans Saints fan. He wants to ask a rhetorical question. So, how do you stop Taysom this time around? Listen, we already know how to stop Taysom this time around. We saw he can't throw the ball. Keep him in the pocket. If you force him to make throws down the field, he's gonna either throw it short or he's gonna throw it terrible. That's what we have to do. We can't let him get his 230 pounds and go left and right and literally do power formation and have guards pulling to the other side. That play is crazy. The linebacker and the safety have to get in front of those guards so we can get right to them. All it's going to take is one tackle, guys. I've seen him in all the families watch. When he's at QB, he fumbles the ball a lot when he's in that pocket. We've all seen him. Yeah. He's showing he still can't read coverages too well yet because Sean Payton has had him doing all these things, tight end, receiver, running back, like QB options, all that stuff. So we have to force him to read the field. We might do a little bit more scheming this time, though. We might be sending slot blitzes, send Isaiah Oliver. We might have to send Keanu Neal a little bit more. But listen, do not do that one safety thing. Put two safeties back there and force him to either make us get out of it or we're just going to stay in front of the chains the whole time because I'm not worried about him in the pocket, in all honesty.
Well, I mean, if we come up with that cover 3 bullshit that we did before, or some cover 2 when you have Deion Jones try to run stride for stride with Emmanuel Sanders, then I'm gonna turn the TV off because I ain't trying to see that. That's like watching Titanic and rooting for the ship to win. It ain't gonna happen, man. I ain't trying to watch that BS again. But what I would say is that they got humbled. Atlanta got humbled. Like you went out there and got embarrassed in the worst way by Taysom Hill. And a lot of people don't take Taysom Hill seriously, and that's the reason why this defense should be embarrassed and should go out there and put on a better performance. Because you went out there and you got mollywopped by somebody that you got no tape on. Where is he from? BYU? Like seriously, he ain't from no football powerhouse. And you went out there and you made this guy look like the second coming of Peyton Manning, or the fact of Drew Brees. Look, I swear I thought he was wearing number 9 for a minute. I swear I thought he was. The way he was throwing that thing around, and it seemed like Raheem Morris and Brick were just looking at each other like they didn't know exactly what to do. They didn't want to make no kind of adjustments or nothing like that. So
and he only was going at this dude. He was only going at Michael Thomas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if we go out there and we have another performance that we did a couple weeks ago, we're going to be on the next 30 for 30. Taysom Hill against the Atlanta Falcons defense. Watch. We're going to be on that 30 for 30. We'll be on ESPN. Watch. Go ahead, Rich.
So for the most part, man, I think I've seen somebody said in the comments, we gotta make Taysom Hill beat us with his arm pretty much. We gotta keep him in the pocket and contain. There should be no way if we have Tutu Mariner or Dante Fowler, whoever that has contained, he cannot extend the play and go outside of you. That gotta keep him in the pocket. You understand what I'm saying? The last time when we played him, he did take a shot downfield. Mm-hmm. It wasn't really that accurate, but I'll still live with that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. But the main key too, as far as us blitzing. So we've seen that been working. So when we're blitzing, and if we're playing man, and they want to do the quick game, it allows you to be more aggressive and understand the route concepts that might be coming your way as a corner or something like that. Just to play that better. Y'all gonna see. But once you execute those blitzes, he gonna panic. Taysom Hill is gonna panic, and then we're gonna create turnovers. So magic things will happen.
All right. So the next question is, how do we stop Michael Thomas? I mean, to be honest with you, man, when you play the Saints don't win games against us with Michael Thomas. Usually, the times they win when beating us, they usually go to the tight end. The tight end kills us, or the running game kills us. So our main objective is, like usual, to stop Alvin Kamara. And we got the AK stopper with Deion Jones. As you see, I told y'all 2 weeks ago, Alvin Kamara has never scored versus us. He finally got a score, But how many yards did he have this game? He had 44 yards. We have to keep him contained. If you keep him contained, that shows that we are giving Taysom Hill a chance to try to beat us. And I feel a lot better with Taysom Hill trying to beat us than AK trying to beat us. Because AK can literally jog around and score touchdowns every time. I don't know how he does it, but he literally jogs to end zones a lot when we play him. But as far as Michael Thomas, I just think that on a couple plays we can bracket coverage him, but we need to make sure we put big corners on Michael Thomas. Don't put Denard on him. Don't put Sheffield on him. Either Isaiah Oliver would help, or we did give AJ a chance to go man on man because AJ is way faster than Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
We're really going against the New Orleans Saints here, and for better or for worse, Crash 4, forgive me if I butchered that name. He's right. Saints have 11 guys that do their job. They have a coach that's, proficient in X's and O's, right? Like they scheme people open. That's what they do. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait.
Yo!
Hold on. We'll throw for almost 300 yards, passing with 2 E's, 55 rushing with a TD.
Not 300 yards, man. That's just disrespectful, bro.
Hey, so he throw better than David Carr now? Oh man, hey, appreciate you being in the comments, bro, but you are bugging. Yeah. 300 yards throwing, bro. He can't even throw the ball down the field, bro.
He's frost.
You have to throw 40 to 50 yard completions to be able to get 300 yards successfully in a game, especially knowing the fact that y'all run the ball too. Like that's not possible, bro. Like we talking about the wrong person here. I see if you talking about Patrick Mahomes, he can throw for 300 yards easily. Tom Brady, he can throw for Drew Brees can throw for 300 yards. Not no Taysom Hill, bro. The only way they getting 300 yards thrown is if Jameis Winston comes in the game.
But you know what's funny? Don't think like Sean Payton will be arrogant enough to have him try that because what happened the last time?
What? Yeah.
Like, don't you think he's like that? He's that guy. Like Sean Payton's a troll, and he likes to troll the Falcons, and that he would be just that arrogant to have him try that. Now, I would say this to a certain point. It's like, yeah, I respect the Saints. But y'all putting like Taysom Hill on like a huge pedestal right now, and you might want to kind of come down off that a little bit. Yes, he had a big game against us, but you need to know also is that we split with the Saints a lot, and that's with Drew Brees. So let's not say that this guy, you touting this guy as like the next like big thing and whatnot. Yes, what he did, he went out there, he beat our ass. Now, do we have something for him tomorrow? I believe so. But, like these Saints fans is a little bit delusional. Like, I mean, we talk about like 3 bills, bro. 3 bills. What he said, 2 touchdowns? He said 2 tubs, right?
Yeah, he must be talking about running touchdowns because he hasn't thrown a touchdown yet.
5 rushing yards.
He hasn't thrown a touchdown yet. And he's finna see a heavy dose of Grady Jarrett tomorrow. He's gonna see a heavy dose of him. Hey, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I need to see more of him. Mario Davidson. Hey, I brought him up last week. He showed up last week, bro. I feel like he's that type of D tackle that's gonna bat a lot of balls. He's gonna jump up bat balls. He's gonna get pressure to push the pocket, force Tatum Hill to come to those D ends much faster. Mm-hmm. Him with Grady Jarrett on the field at the same time can be a heavy X factor.
Yeah, Magnus made a great point. Just being that last performance that we had against them, the defense didn't show up at all. And just obviously based off the last week, what we did last week and how they played, and there's a rivalry game, they have no choice but to answer. You got to answer now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So defense going ball out. Honestly, I ain't worried about it, y'all. I'll be honest. Michael Thomas too. I'm not even worried about that. I believe.
Oh, Rich, you ain't worried about it.
I'm gonna tell you real quick. For real. You feel me? I'm not because it's different now when you have Drew Brees and Michael Thomas on the field at the same time. Now that shit is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Taysom Hill and Michael Thomas, it takes time to build those connections, and like you said, Jumpman, like recognizing the coverages. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's that more comfortable with that yet. So, I think defense, once Jeff Ulbrich, and we're gonna create different matchups, and we're gonna try to confuse him so he won't know who's blitzing, who's coming. So once we do that, it's gonna be lit. We're gonna have fun. And
let me talk to Buddy real fast. State of Black and Gold podcast. How do we contradict ourselves, bro? We basically said that Taysom Hill can't do what Drew Brees does. We all know Drew Brees has thrown for 300, 400 yards in this series before. We all know that. But he's not playing. So, of course, we can name him since he's not playing. You have Taysom Hill playing. And we both know he's not throwing for 300 bills. You know it, and I know he's not throwing for no damn 300 bills. So let's chill with that.
Okay, so here we go again. So here we go again, right here. Check this out. This is all they got right here. This is it. The score is going to be 28-3. Y'all still on that? Y'all still on that? Are y'all still on that? When y'all won the Super League for the pass interference? I mean, if you want to go troll for troll, let's do this. But you can't sit there and bring up like 28-3, bro. Like by this time, it's like all Falcons fans are over that, But
you said who got pass interference?
What was it? Gardner. There it is.
Which one are you talking about?
Oh,
Which one are you talking about? Which one are you talking about? These are all playoff games, by the way. Since y'all wanna show love on our channel, let's talk about something. These are all 3 playoff games. We all remember what happened, and I don't even root for y'all to lose in the playoffs like that. But I was happy when I saw it. But
both of us lose in like heartbreaking. Like people who say they're not worried. Really worried. I mean, if I was a Saints fan in the playoffs, I'd be worried because the last 2 years it ain't worked out well for them. So I'll be kind of worried too. But the only thing is, like, you can't sit there and look at this as like an easy dub. You know how these Saints Falcons fans, like these Falcons games go. You know this. Let's just be real as a real fan. Y'all know how these things go. You throw all these things out the window, stats and all that kind of stuff, and it's just going to come down to one thing. And it's like whether or not the offense will show up or the defense will show up. We know Sean Payton's he's scheming right now. He's going to go all the way up until like the 12th, 13th hour before the game, scheming, to basically get his guys open. That's why I wasn't trying to answer the question about Michael Thomas, because it might be Emmanuel Sanders. It might be somebody else.
I like Emmanuel Sanders though. Emmanuel Sanders is honestly, that's their mismatch versus, if you want to be technically honest. Michael Thomas is not a mismatch, bro, because he can't beat us down the field. So if you're not scared of him beating us downfield and you have fast, quick corners, you can play 6 yards off of him and just attack the ball. Just read the QB's eyes. That just goes with the defensive line, the front seven playing with the back end. If they play together, it's gonna be easy. And secondly, when we played them 2 weeks ago, they wasn't scoring like that in the first half. They had to get
it was like 10-9, right? It was like 10.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean. Like it wasn't that hard. Our offense didn't make plays. The defense stepped up. The offense didn't bring their mailbox to come to play.
You know what I think? I'm gonna say real. Like it seemed like the whole the energy of the team just deflated after we did that stupid Hail Mary at towards the end of the half. When Mike Ryan
had the field goal, right?
Yeah, it was like an interception or whatever like that, and the defense went. They had more confidence going into the locker room, and then everything just went snowballed downhill right after that.
No, that's a fact, bro. And the thing that's bad is, if we're gonna talk about Matt Ryan, that's the player we're gonna talk about, because you can't take a sack in key moments like that. With the game going to halftime, you have a chance to get 3 points. He takes a sack, forces out of field goal range, because Koo is money from 50 and beyond. He's been money. Mm-hmm. He took us out of field goal range. Then we threw a Hail Mary, which we know Matt doesn't throw Hail Marys like that. So it ended up being a pick going into halftime. You can't have those type of plays. That's the same thing that happened in the Super Bowl. He took a sack before the game to get a field goal, and what happened? You can't have those moments. Anytime you can score points, use it. Take advantage of it. Even with the Lions game, when we went for it on 4th and down, and we had 3 points. That cost us. If we would have took that field goal, they wouldn't have been able to win the game. It would have tied. It would have been tied, and we went to overtime. It just shows you the stuff that happens. Like points are key when you get down there, man. You have to take advantage of those points.
Yeah. So let's get this wrap up going right here, man. So for these fans out here, because we want to wrap this up. We've been trolled by ridiculous, 28 to threes and all this kind of stuff. We heard that. We already heard that. Find some new material. So this is the wrap up.
I got to add something to my wrap up. Let me go last. I definitely wanted to address something that's kind of happening in the background right about now. I want to address this once you guys are done.
All right. What I'm gonna say from now on, when we on a morning show, is that I like how these fans, and I support all y'all. I'm glad that you guys came out. You woke up this morning, whether it was the troll, whether it's the talk smack, it's all love down here. All right, we're rivals. We do what we do, but it's all love down here.
Exactly.
Predict the score, people in the chat. Predict the score. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see no stats or nothing like that. Predict the score, and I swear to God, if I see 28 to 3, I'm gonna lose it. Okay, but predict the score. All right. Come on, give us the score. Let me see some scores right now. Let me see some scores. I got 31. No. 31-28. 50-yard field goal by team's MVP, Young Wei Koo. 31-28.
Okay, well I got 27-24. The same way, same field goal.
I'm looking at that score right there.
24. 38-9. Sheesh.
Well,
yeah,
that Big Ten
football?
That's Big Ten football right there, man.
But I ain't gonna lie to you either though. This is a key game for Dirk Cutter, so I can see Dirk Cutter stepping up a little bit more in that first half. It's about how he gonna finish though. See, Christian agrees with me too. 27-24. I can see that definitely.
Yeah,
that score has happened a lot in this division. Like in this series, that score has happened a lot.
It's facts. Ooh. What you got, Rich? What's your score,
Mike on?
I would say maybe 17-24 around that age. Around that range.
17-24.
It's gonna be a close game, but I don't see the Saints running it up on us. Do not see that. I could see them sneaking in a little 17 points, little field goal or something like that, but
Yeah. Okay, man. We got Ms Maggie, and we got Mad Mike in the room.
Yeah, I think we kind of got to address this one. I'm going to keep it professional, Mad Mike. If you're going to jump on, I'm going to keep it. Hey, okay. Hey, Mike, I will drop you off. I would like to make this, I'm going to make it short and sweet. Huh? Look, can I address this? Can I address this? You got a lot going on right about now, Mike. So can I do this? Please. Thank you. So I want to address this. I don't know anybody that catches the UK guys, the Atlanta Falcons Nation UK guys. I was just on their show this morning, actually. If you got a child, mute your mic. But I made an appearance just to, give them some love and everything. That's what I do. We try and support each and everybody, but at the same time, Atlanta Falcons Nation has over 60K followers throughout social media. It's impossible to keep up with each and everybody. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So we may not comment, but we're seeing your content. We're seeing you. We support all Atlanta Falcons creators, regardless of who you are. We've had people come on. We have people calling in. We give that respect to anybody. Mm-hmm. But when you decide, because you're in your feelings, because we actually made an appearance on the show at the same time, because I guess he saw that I was there. He decided he wants to jump on. It ruffled his feathers, if you will. But he decided to create a whole entire video in regards to Atlanta Falcons Nation not supporting his channel. Sir, As you can see, we have a ton of things going on right now. Monday through Sunday, we're creating. We're busy. I'm producing. Okay. These people have real jobs, have a family, have life outside of this. YouTube is not just our only thing. I have a full-time job. I'm a mother. So the last thing I need to let me see what this content creator is doing. If I see you, all cool. Shout out to you. Respect the hustle. But when you want to take subliminals at us because we're not coming in on your things, maybe, sir, we don't like your, what you're creating. Maybe you come off as a little too aggressive. Maybe I'm hearing things about you saying things that people dislike, sir. So if you want the truth, we don't like your content. How about that? So if you want to make subliminals and everything else, we can see everything, sir.
Tell them again, Maggie.
Get off your high horse, sir. It's people that don't like you. So it's some little questionable things that you've said that is kind of made me put a little eye up. But because you are a content creator, I'm their support. We've had you on. You've called into shows. You've done this, sir. So what more do you want? Let me say this. Okay, I can't hear you, Mike.
Let me say this. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Let me say this, and I'm going to make this clear. I'm going to make this as nicely as Mad Mike can possibly make it. I can say with all honesty, I can look myself in the eyes. I can look myself in the mirror. I can be happy with everything that I've done, that I've accomplished, as it pertains to not only AFN, Mad Mike Sports, but I can just look at myself as a man and say, you know what, Mad Mike, you've done everything you possibly can to show everybody love, period, point blank. But one thing I will not tolerate is someone going on social media, you know what I'm saying, that I've actually helped multiple times. Can't nobody in this business say that Mad Mike has never helped them. Nobody can say that at all, period, point blank. This was our vision. This has been my vision for over 10 years, to create a place where the unheard, the underground, the people that don't have a fucking college degree, you know what I'm saying? That are talented just like me, just like you. We have so many things against us, people that don't have an opportunity to even go to go to a damn college, but you have the talent, you know what I'm saying? This is what AFN was supposed to this is what AFN represents. The underdogs, the people that don't have an opportunity. So for someone to say, man, Mike, bro, like, you're not supporting me. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. Look, bro, that's a lie. Can nobody tell me? Can nobody look in my eyes from your boy Rise Up Rita, the Rise Up Rundown, Logan, CC Ryder? I've done shows with CC Ryder. I've done shows with Lieutenant Dan. I've done shows with the Feel Our Sports podcast. I've done things with Pound for Pound. I've done shows with everybody. I've reached out to people like Aaron Freeman. Gave me absolutely no love. Scott. All these people. I've reached out to all these people. And for someone to say, you know what, man, Mike is doing this and, taking these subliminal shots at us and all that type of stuff, man. Like I said, I'm not going to keep on repeating myself. But if you don't like what I do, we're running a business here, man. Like, that's for one. We're running a business here. And it's all about positivity. It's all about helping your brother and your sister accomplish their dreams. Because, like I said, there's a lot going in the world right now as far as this COVID thing, all over the world, not just here in Georgia, New York. You know what I'm saying? My brother's from New York. This is where I got these dudes on here, man. They talented. I see something in someone, I give them a shot. It's up to you to do what you have to do. And if I don't like what the fuck you got to do, well, don't take your business. I just don't like it. Do your own shit. Do
Yeah,
your
my
own
power
thing.
going in and out. My
Do
power is
your
like
own thing.
completely on and off. So I'm sorry, you
You know what
guys.
I'm saying? Like seriously, if we don't like what you don't have to like everything. I don't have to like you. I don't have to deal with anything that you got. Maybe your shit is just too damn negative. Just make it that. I'm a positive person. I don't deal with negativity. I don't deal with that. So like I said, man, it's all love. You never hear me talking about, you know what I'm saying, talking about this dude trash and that dude trash, man. Look, man, if you guys want to reach out to myself and Maggie, look, you got to go through the proper protocol, bro. This is a business. We doing this thing for real. It ain't no game for me. All right, so
Now, I
you
appreciate
guys,
everybody
again,
tuning in. Let's go ahead and get back to business. But
and that's it.
appreciate
And
you.
like you said, that's it, man. That's it. But
That's all
it's
we're gonna do
really
on this.
Well, hold on. Can I say something real
That's it.
fast?
Go ahead, bro.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
gonna lie to you, man. Maggie and Mad Mike have did an exceptional job of finding talent. They ain't the type of people that's gonna hate on you and say that you're not this, you're not that. If you hit them up on social media and you in these comments and stuff like that, they'll give you a chance. It's never been an issue with that. You don't have to throw salt on people to get your name across, man. That's not how this works. YouTube is a channel for everybody to get love. You don't have to hate on nobody or throw salt on nobody to get your name out there.
Period, man. And that's it. It's all about love, bro. Like like I said, it's all about positivity. Ain't no beefing. I don't do beef. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. I don't do beef. I get it over with. I get it. I address it and I get it done. Period. Point blank. So I love the show, dog. Like seriously. But it's like I said, it's an
Transport,
etiquette.
don't jump off. We just had to address
Yeah,
something real
I was
quick
going to
because
say
it just
that. Yeah.
happened. We appreciate you for following. We appreciate our Who Dat fans, everybody. This is the last thing you're going to hear of it. I see your Who Dats and all that, Joshua Knight. Appreciate you. But look, we here for positive entertainment, and I don't like when people try to create a beef. And that's something that we're not about, okay? But on to the next time, you guys. Make sure you follow Atlanta Falcons Nation. All these guys on this panel, Mad Mike Sports. Look at my power going in and out today. I don't know what's going on today.
That look
And
crazy,
it's not even a storm. It's not even a storm right about now. So I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
But
I already
it's
told you what it
over.
was.
Oh, goddamn.
I told you what it was.
see, look, it's going.
Somebody's
That's
house is
crazy.
haunted, man. The house is haunted.
I don't know what's going on, people. That's right. It's
Yeah.
all about the spirit of football, you guys, and that's what we got
It's
to keep
all
it down
about.
to.
That's why we love the Saints fan, man. Look, bro, this all about football and positivity. But we're not gonna take disrespect, bro. Like I said, man, I'm a positive guy, but when I see some stuff that I don't like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these people have platforms to reach certain people. You know what I'm saying? And you have that power, man. You got to do the right thing with it. You know what I'm saying? I know the power that I have. Myself and Ms Maggie up here looking like a goddamn ghost. She look like she about damn the spirit of what's that damn puppet, that little damn doll, and that
You should have
scary
seen
movie.
Chucky.
this in and out. My internet, I'm about to jump off because my thing tripping. I'll peace y'all. Peace.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all like I said, man. It's all good, man. But we got a lot of these people have power, man. And how you doing, man? We have power, man. We have power. We got to do the right thing with the power that we have, and that's all I got to say. It's really about that, man. Respect each other. If you don't like what he got to say, just don't comment or don't make videos on people. So, man, y'all continue to do y'all thing. I love y'all
Appreciate
talent,
you
man.
guys.
Y'all already know that. Y'all already know that I love y'all talent, bro. We would never even reach out to you guys if we didn't see anything again. So it's all love. Saints fan continues to support your boy, man. It's all good. Talk, like, come in and talk stuff. Come in. We had a phone line up soon. So it's all that, bro. Charles, you good, bro?
Show up tomorrow. Hopefully my power be acting right by tomorrow. But show up,
Yeah.
go out, win or
I'm gonna
lose.
say this.
I want to see Saints fans afterward. So bring it.
Yeah.
Bring your behind. I got to watch my mouth.
Bring your friends. Bring the friends. Bring them all. We want it. Come subscribe to the channel, bro. It's all love. There ain't number love on here, dog.
Like for
What you
real.
want,
And
like,
also
say,
one
Ryan,
of the basically like I say, like I always say, because one day when this thing is over, I want to be able to meet all these people that be in here, man. I want to meet everybody that's in here. I want to thank y'all for the support. Who Dat Nation, you know, we may not like y'all like twice a year or maybe 16 times a year. It doesn't even matter. You know,
But I'll eat some
but when it
gumbo
comes
with
down
you.
to it,
Come on.
yeah, when it all comes down to it, it's all about love. But what I'm gonna say is one thing, because we all gonna meet one day, and we all gonna collaborate, and we're gonna meet, and we're gonna talk our stuff in person. But until then, mask up, show up, rise up. I'm out.
That's
I gotta
right.
do it right now.
And we'll be out of here. Peace.